My name's Chris and I like listening to music. I'm going to listen to Bad Bunny, DeBI, TiRAR, Mass FOTos. I chose this for 10 more listens because A, I liked it, and B, I just feel a need to know a little bit more about this type of music. And it was a bit of a turning point. I really did enjoy it. I gave it an 8 out of 10 on first listen. I think that's probably about right, but it's a really wonderful listen. Track 1, NUEVAoL. You're going to have to excuse my pronunciations on these. That's the thing I love about Latin music. You know, your shoulders, they can't help but go when it first comes on. You know, it really is the best of both worlds, this, when it comes to classic and modern, you know, and Latin. I'm no expert, but I've not heard many who do it quite so well, that crossover. It's modern, but still traditional. Something maybe rock and roll can't do quite as well because of the beats it has. You know, it's steeped in R&B as well, and a classic opener, 9 out of 10. Track 2, I'm not even going to try to pronounce them actually. Bit of a craft work to start, that was nice, and then there it is, that beat, that dum ba dum bum bum. Let's count, it's 1 out of 2 so far. I do find that a little bit more intrusive as a beat than rock and roll or techno. I don't know why, and less so the more I've listened to this album. It just takes over a little bit from me, and it's all I can concentrate on. Lovely though, 8 out of 10. Track 3, it's lovely and epic this. It's some John Stevens-y in its sort of epicness. I do prefer the traditional sound more than the dum-da-dum-dum, and he does it so well. Stunning music and that's all I really care about, you know. It goes on for 6 minutes, but it never gets boring. I've not really noticed this track, but as I listen closely, there's so much to it. It's amazing. I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. Track 4, there it is again. Dum-ba-dum-bum, that's 2 out of 4. It is beginning to sort of mesh into one a little bit, but always enjoyable and a great listen. Great last minute on this, if I remember right. There's a lovely keyboard sound that I like, 8 out of 10. Track 5, WELTiTA. Maybe a song where if I knew the words it would help, and I don't speak Spanish, typical Englishman. First half, nice enough, fits in between the trad and the modern, but once the beat kicks in, it adds a lot more to it, and I think it's a good song, that, 8 out of 10. Track 6, VeLDA. Yeah, 3 out of 6 with a dum-da-dum-dum. Seems to be every second track. We'll see if that theory works out. Doesn't really stand out on the album for me, or offer anything new, but still really enjoyable, 7 out of 10. Track 7, El Club. This stands out as a good one. Offering up something a little bit different, arguably a more Western techno beat, which is nice to hear in between all the dum-da-dum-dums. Don't understand it vocally, but it feels like a nice message and a nice song, 9 out of 10. Track 8, KETU TeCRE or TeCRE, starts like a Yazoo song, which is a good thing. Not a big fan of the auto-tune, and 4 out of 10 with the dum-da-dum-dums, but a better dum-da-dum because of Yazoo, 9 out of 10.